You've seen that dream before, haven't you? Not just once, the same place, the same symbol, the same feeling. It doesn't even need to be dramatic. Sometimes it's just a door you can't open, a road you keep missing, a face you recognize, but can't fully see, and when you wake up, something feels off, not fear, not confusion, something unfinished, like you were supposed to understand, something done you didn't, so you move on. You tell yourself it's just your brain processing things, just stress, just memory. But then it comes back, same symbol, same pattern, and now something inside you gets quieter, but sharper. Why this? Again. This is the part no one explains to you. Ibn Arabi says this kind of repetition is not random, it is not your imagination looping, it is your soul being shown something it has not yet responded to. And here is the uncomfortable part. The dream is not repeating because you didn't understand it. It is repeating because something in you has not changed. By the end of this video, you will understand exactly why your dreams repeat the same symbols, what they are trying to show you about your inner state, and how to respond before the message becomes something you live through. In this video, we are going to look at exactly why certain dreams repeat, and why your mind refuses to let them go. Then we will examine how symbols in dreams are not random images, but structured meanings your soul already understands. Then Ibn Arabi will show us something most people miss, that repeated dreams are not just information. They are warnings tied to your current state. Then we will uncover why the same symbol can mean something completely different for two different people. And finally, we will break down exactly how to respond to a recurring dream before it quietly turns into your lived reality. Most people fall into one of two extremes. When it comes to dreams, they either ignore them completely or they obsess over them. They search online, trying to decode symbols like a fixed language. Water means this, snakes mean that. But both approaches miss something deeper. The real issue is not whether dreams matter, it's that most people don't understand which dreams carry meaning and why. Ibn Arabi approached dreams with a level of precision that most people don't expect. He wasn't speaking as a poet here, he was speaking as a metaphysician of perception in Al-Futuhat al-Makkiyah. Ibn Arabi explains that dreams are not random images created by your brain. They are forms taken by meanings. Let that settle. The dream is not the message. The dream is the translation of the message, and the translation happens through symbols. This is why the same image can appear to two people and mean completely different things, because the meaning is not in the symbol, it is in the one receiving it. Modern neuroscience touches part of this. During REM sleep, emotional and memory centers become highly active, while logical filtering decreases. This allows unresolved patterns to surface, often in symbolic form. But Ibn Arabi goes further. He says these are not just psychological leftovers, they are connected to your current spiritual condition. This is what makes this conversation different. We are not here to assign meanings. We are here to understand the structure, because once you understand the structure, you stop asking, what does this dream mean? And you start asking something far more precise. What in me is this dream trying to correct? Think of a 27-year-old man. He works a stable job. He prays, He lives a relatively disciplined life, nothing dramatic. But for the past few months, he's been seeing the same dream. He's at a train station. He's late. The train is there, doors open, but somehow, he never gets on. Sometimes he drops something. Sometimes he gets distracted. Sometimes he just freezes, and then the train leaves. Every time he wakes up with a strange mix of relief and discomfort. Relief because it was just a dream. Discomfort because it felt too consistent, too precise. So he laughs it off. Just stress, but it keeps coming back. Same platform, same pattern. This is exactly what Ibn Arabi is describing. In Al-Futuhat al-Makkiyah, he writes that when a dream repeats, it is not because the image is important, it is because the meaning behind it has not been integrated. The soul has been shown something, and it has not responded, so it is shown again and again, not for entertainment, for correction. Think of it like a notification on your phone. You don't open it. Stays, you ignore it again. It comes back, not because the notification is broken, but because you haven't engaged with it. Modern psychology calls this an unresolved cognitive emotional loop. Researchers have found that when something emotionally or mentally unresolved exists, the mind replays it repeatedly in different forms. Ibn Arabi described this centuries. Earlier science describes the repetition. Ibn Arabi tells you what to do about it. The repetition is not the problem, your non-response is. But here is what most people miss. The dream is not repeating so you can understand it intellectually. It is repeating because something in your life is still aligned with it. Ask yourself honestly, what are you delaying? What are you avoiding? What are you almost doing, but never actually stepping into? Because that train you keep missing is not in your sleep, it is in your waking life. And until that changes, the dream will not stop. Your dream repeats because your state repeats. But if repetition is about your state, then what exactly are these symbols showing you? That's where this goes deeper. Think of a woman in her early 30s. She's thoughtful, self-aware, careful with her words, but she avoids confrontation. If something feels uncomfortable, she delays it. If a conversation feels heavy, she postpones it. And for weeks now, she's been seeing the same dream. A door closed, locked. Every time she approaches it, she hesitates. Sometimes she tries to open it. Sometimes she just stands there, but it never opens, so she searches. Online, locked door, dream meaning, opportunity, fear, change. She picks one that feels safe, but nothing changes. The dream stays. This is where Ibn Arabi's precision becomes critical. He explains that the imagination does not create randomly, it clothes meanings in forms that the soul can recognize. The symbol is not arbitrary, it is chosen, tailored, specific to you, like subtitles translating a language you don't consciously understand. The meaning already exists. The symbol is how it becomes visible. This is where it gets uncomfortable, because now the question changes. It's no longer, what does a locked door mean? It becomes, what in your life feels exactly like that door? What are you standing in front of, hesitating to open? What conversation are you delaying? What truth are you avoiding? The symbol is not abstract, it is precise, and it is personal. You are not being shown something external. You are being shown yourself in disguise. This is the part most people resist, because it removes distance. You can no longer treat the dream as a puzzle. It becomes a mirror, and mirrors don't lie. You are not seeing a symbol, you are seeing yourself in disguise. But even if you understand the symbol, there is still something deeper, because not every dream is about what will happen. Some are about what you are becoming. Think of a 22-year-old student. He's intelligent, curious, ambitious, but recently, he's been compromising small things. Nothing major, just slightly bending his standards. And for weeks now, he's been dreaming of falling, not from a building, not dramatically, just slipping, losing footing, falling without impact. He wakes up fine. Nothing happens in his life, so he ignores it. It's nothing. Months pass. The compromises grow, and eventually, something happens that he never thought he would do. And when it does, he remembers the dream too late. This is what Ibn Arabi is pointing to in Al-Futuhat. He explains that dreams do not always show events. They show direction, the trajectory of the soul, not where you will land, but where you are moving. Think of a compass. It doesn't tell you what will happen. It tells you where you're heading. That's what these dreams are. Not predictions, indicators. This is the counterintuitive part. The dream is not warning you about your future. It is revealing your present momentum. And if the momentum doesn't change, the outcome eventually will. Ask yourself honestly, where are you slowly slipping? Not in a dramatic way, in a quiet, almost invisible way. Where are you lowering your standard? Just slightly. Because that is where the dream is pointing. And ignoring it does not stop the direction. It just delays your awareness of it. A warning dream is not about your future. It's about your direction. But even direction is not the final layer. Because the same symbol can appear to two people and mean completely opposite things. That's where Ibn Arabi goes even deeper. Think of two friends, both practicing, both sincere, both dream of water. One wakes up feeling calm, peaceful, like something washed over. Then the other wakes up anxious, restless, like something was wrong. Same symbol, opposite impact now. If you follow generic interpretations, you will assign one meaning. But Ibn Arabi rejects this completely. In Al-Futuhat, he explains that meaning is not fixed in the symbol. It is shaped by the state of the one receiving it. The same image passes through different hearts and becomes different meanings, because each heart sees through its own condition. This is the part where everything shifts. Stop asking, what does this symbol mean? Start asking, what does this symbol mean for me right now? Because your inner state is the filter. Your fears, your attachments, your honesty, your avoidance, all of it shapes how the meaning appears. The dream is not speaking a universal language. It is speaking your condition. This is why copying someone else's interpretation never works. Because you are not them, and your state is not theirs. This is where responsibility becomes personal. You can't outsource this. You have to look inward. You have to be honest. Because the symbol will always match your reality, even when you don't want to admit it. Dreams don't speak a universal language. They speak your condition. And once you see that, something uncomfortable emerges. Because understanding the dream is not the end. It's the beginning of responsibility. The most dangerous dream is not the one you don't understand. It is the one you understand and ignore, because the moment clarity appears, something shifts. You are no longer unaware. You are now responsible. And this is where most people quietly step back. They see it, they feel it, but they don't act on it. Because acting on it requires change, and change is uncomfortable. So they delay, they rationalize, they tell themselves, "I'll think about it later," and the dream returns, not to inform you, but to pressure you. This is what most Islamic content never says. Dreams are not dangerous because they confuse you. They are dangerous because they expose you. Unresolved, al-anwar, erisalat. Al-an. We are Ibn Arabi points to this deeper layer, that inner perception brings responsibility. The more clearly you see, the less excuse you have. And that's why the clearest dreams are often the hardest to act on, because they leave no room for denial. The paradox is this: the clearer the dream, the more likely you are to avoid it, because it touches something you already know is true, and truth demands movement. So now the question becomes simple. What do you actually do when this happens? Not in theory, in real time. The first is what we can call the pattern journal method. When you wake up, write the dream immediately, not the story, the symbols, the repetition, because awareness begins with seeing patterns clearly. The second is the state check question. Ask yourself, what in my current life feels like this symbol? Not intellectually, honestly. What feels like the locked door, the missed train, the fall? This connects the symbol to your lived reality, and that's where meaning becomes actionable. The third is the immediate adjustment rule. Change one thing, one behavior, within 24 hours. Not everything. 1. If the dream is about avoidance, initiate the conversation. If it's about delay, take the step, because without action, the dream remains a loop. These are not interpretations, they are interruptions. An interruption is what breaks repetition. Go back to that dream, the one that keeps returning, the one you brushed off, the one you almost understood, but didn't act on. Look at it again, not as a story, not as imagination, but as a message, because now you see something you didn't before. It wasn't repeating because it was random. It was repeating because it was waiting, waiting for you to see it, waiting for you to respond. And now you can, because you understand the structure, the symbol, the direction, the responsibility, and that changes everything. The dream doesn't follow you, it waits for you. What is one symbol that keeps appearing in your dreams? And what part of your life feels exactly like it right now?